This is, believe me, absolutely non-stop. Let's continue. Welcome to GMS Magazine at Spiel 2022. And now we go for a completely different theme with Formosa Flowers from So Studios. This looks absolutely beautiful, and I love this kind of garden game since I fell in love with Sakura Hunt a few years ago, and this looks stunning. So what is this game all about?
So in this game, so basically all the drawings you see on the card represent what you see in Taiwan, right? So we have 6 cards that is especially unique. So the 3 unique animals that we have in Taiwan, and also the unique weather that we have in Taiwan, which is the typhoon, and that's the hurricane on the ocean. Yeah, and then in this game, at the beginning there will be 6 cards, or it depends on the player. Cards will be dealt in the middle of the table, and then we will have 6 cards in our hand. So when it's your turn, you choose one of the cards, matching the number on the table, and place it, match it, and then take it in front of you. And then you flick another card out from the pile. If it matches again, you can take it both. Yeah. Right? And then our objection of this game is to try to finish one of those sets that has a symbol on it. So as you guys can see, there's a rain symbol on this card. So if we get 3 of this rain symbol, we finish the set. Yeah. So there will be different sets that you can complete or you can go for. Yeah. And then sometimes you have to look at what opponents are collecting. If they are collecting that symbol, you try to avoid it. Or you can block him by taking that symbol's item as well.
What are these pieces and sheets all about?
Right? So these are the points that you can get in the future. And then this one is the most important one. Right? So if during the game, you successfully collect one of the sets, now you have one decision to make. You either leave this game with all the points that you have already, or you can take one of these tokens and keep playing this game. But then if you take this token, keep playing, the next time you can leave this game is when you complete another set. Right? By the end of this game, each token that you have, you get times 2 of the points. And then if you get 2, you times 4. If you get maximum 3, you times 8. Yeah. So sometimes you have to fight against the demon within you. Like, should I go forward or should I leave? Well, it's a boundary between being being greedy or being ambitious.
So imagine that I have a set and I decide, okay, I don't want to keep playing anymore. I retire. Does the game end there, or the other players keep playing?
The other player keeps playing until all of the players except one player left. Right? So let's say if we have 4 players, if 3 players leave the game, the one last player do not get any points. Yeah. So sometimes it's really important, like the timing of leaving this game is, yeah.
So there is an awful to think about not overextending yourself and know when to quit.
Yes, exactly.
That's interesting. I don't think I've ever seen something like that in a game. Do you know where the idea came from?
I think we have this idea based on a traditional Japanese game, Hanafuda. Yeah, but then we make different adjustment easier for Western, also for Taiwanese people to play. Yeah, and also as I said before, we changed the artwork on it, so the things that you see on the card that you can only see in Taiwan. And then this game is the graphic is pretty, but also it can represent what Taiwan culture is like.
I find that very interesting because of all the games that I've been taking a look at during this show, it's very obvious that you put an awful lot of your culture into your games. It is very important to reflect that. Is that something that you have seen a lot in the Japanese board game scene?
So I don't know about Japanese because I'm from Taiwan. Okay. But then for Taiwan-wise, I think not many people are doing them. But then we are one of the group of the association or the individual designers who are trying to push it. So we're trying to put our culture inside the game so that when other people are playing it, they can not only having fun, but also learn our culture as well.
I think that's beautiful. I think that is such a lovely thing to do. And another thing I'm seeing from Taiwan, specifically from Taiwan, is an awful lot of non-violent games. Really gentle, simple, I don't know, kind of peaceful sort of games. Again, is that something that you're seeing a lot of Taiwanese designers doing right now? Why do you think that's happening?
Well, I'm not sure about other people, but me personally, I'm not an aggressive person. Like, I like to see what kind of resource I have, and I want to use that to the extent, right? But then most of our games, I think, reflect our culture as well. Is that if we want to interfere with other players, we don't do it directly. We do it indirectly, right? So there are many ways that you can go around them. I think that kind of well, I cannot represent all the Chinese or the Taiwanese or the Asian culture, but then I think that's kind of the Asian culture, like the kind of the sense that Asian culture brings. Yeah. Like, so we follow the traditions, and then also like we do things more subtle. We don't rush things, we don't talk, we don't do things aggressively. We think a little bit, and we hold, and then we're trying to make peace within competitions.
That comes in the awful of the games that I've seen so far, and I think that's just fantastic. I really, really love that. Thank you very much indeed. That looks like a really fun, interesting, very simple game for the whole family. And I really hope that people will get a chance to play it because it just looks fantastic. So thank you very, very much. Thank you.